These are bluegills, man. Oh, well, I'll say that, and he's going where he wants to go then. Yep. Bluegills, guys. Big fish. We're just warming up right now. These are practice fish. Y'all look at the size of that monster right there. I may need a net. Yeah, them bite spots is right there. If you ain't over the bed, you just sitting there. So you got to fish the thing. Alright, see where that stick's floating right there?
That one over here?
Yep, it's bed
Kind
go
of
up.
from that
It's right on the edge, and you don't want to cast all the way across them if you can't get by with it, because you're pulling the fish through it and you're going to make them shut off. So you want to throw right over there near that stick. There you go. That ought to be action. There we go. She got us a shellcracker this time.
Maybe.
Yep, it's a smaller one, but it is a shellcracker. Alright guys, there we go. There's the first one for the day. I'm going to throw him in a little box over here. Alright, just start casting toward the left just a little bit at a time. Not 50 feet now, a little bit at a time. Get him. Got to set the hook. These are big fish. Yeah, they ain't them little bluegills you're dealing with too. And they, if you got a freaking smell little sliver of worm on there, they will not bite it. Bluegill. Yep, so far guys, I ain't getting nothing but bluegill. Look at my size, she catching giants. I'm catching nothings. Well, guess what? Every time I throw right there, I get hung. Imagine that. The thing I keep imagining is I'm stupid enough to throw right back in there. Freaking bluegills. Get him, girl, get him. Oh, yes, she got a fish this time, huh? I think she got a cracker, guys. Yeah, so she got a shellcracker that time. Turn around and we can see. They can see right there. Just turn around and move your arm out of the way. That's what we're after right there. Yeah, hi, I'm Mark. I got my wife Tina with me today. We shellcracker fishing. Fish up on the bed. This ought to be a very, very interesting day. Come along, let's see what we get. Let's try that one more time. Hey, I'm gonna throw it in and catch one of them. We had to. Freaking real. We're grabbing some line here. All right, turn like this. Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you to whiskerpigfishing. Got my wife Tina with me today. We're fishing for shellcrackers. Ought to really be an interesting day. Come along, let's see what we can get today. All right, these fish we hunt for, they start right about where that little stick's at, coming this way. So don't throw 20 foot on the other side of it, because when you hang the fish, you reel them across the bed, and it spooks everything. Matter of fact, there's a little dark spot right here, up under that piece of floating trash right there. There we go, guys. He's hooked up. These fish, man, they such good fighters. It ain't even funny. If you've never been shellcracker fishing, it's something to behold. See, can't you get him up in here? Look at the bream, man. Look at the size of that. That's a bream there, guys. I'm going to have to go back there and get the catfish lip grippers for him. Here you go, let me get him for you. That's a good fish, man. Guys, I throw them in this basket right here. I'll show you this basket a little bit later. I throw them in there, so if you got one that's bleeding or something, they won't go back in and spook the bed. And when we get ready to go, we're not going to eat these things, so we're going to throw some back in there. We got a kids fishing thing going on out here today. May take some of the biggest ones and carry them and give them to some of these kids so they can get some fish for the day. All right, I'm gonna show you how to build one of these little baskets. We throw those fish in. I use them for crappies and for bream or anything that's schooled up in big schools. And it's just a regular closed basket, cheap as you can buy. If you can find one that's got a little bit smaller hole in the side, I think the little square ones work a little bit better, but this is what I actually ended up with. And I just take and drill 1/2-inch holes around the bottom edge of it. And if you drill them in this little trough right here, instead of on this flat, they'll last a lot longer. But to this, we're gonna take a piece of pool noodle and we're gonna take this thing and wrap it around. You're just looking for something similar to this right here. And one of the things that I had to learn was that you're not trying to put this pool noodle all the way at the top up here. If you do that, your fish will jump out of the basket of all things. Put this thing on here, I just picked this piece of pool noodle up out the lake, as you can see. But to put this on here, I take a wire tie, run it around like so. And I just tighten this thing down a little bit. You don't have to pull it down really tight. I just snug it up like that. And if you think about it, put your little lock on top. So if you happen to have a fish run by, it won't catch your line as bad. But we just follow this around. We own this rib right here. So we're just gonna go around. We'll take a tie again, stick it through the hole, pull it up. Don't have to crush it, just tighten it up. And we're just gonna rinse and repeat till we get around to the other side. be our last one. We're continuing on this line. So we're just gonna stick it through there. Pull it back up through here. Fix it up, and you can cut this with whatever you want. I got a little pair of end cutters right here that's about 110 degrees from laying in this hot sun out here. It's in the 90s out here today. We're just gonna cut them off. And you can see we have one end with the noodle closed, one end with the noodle open. You want to tie your rope on the end that's open. And I just take this thing and pop it through here and just give it a tie. Like I say, this is simple right here. The only way to make it hard is to overthink it and tie this thing on. That way, if when you go to pick up on your basket, the back will float up. If you tie it on that end, this end will sink and your fish will get out of it. If you want to keep a few of them, but that's our setup right here. It's as simple as that to give you enough water down for it to keep your fish in, and a little free space over the top to keep them from going out. And I got, I don't know, 5, 6 feet. I think this is a piece of jump rope. There you go, guys. When you get done fishing, you get ready to leave the spot, you can just take this thing and dump it out and put your fish back in. There we go, guys. Yeah, I'm fishing like a little drop shot rig, and she's fishing a float. The float's really more fun to me. We're just searching for these fish until the sun comes up. You can't really see these guys that good. And that's a good old healthy fish right there. You can get your hand on this one. Some of them you can't even grab them. I don't know if y'all can hear the cicadas in the background, but they're starting to get warmed up. Sound like 10,000 aliens getting tuned up over there.
Let's go here with the sun starting to hit the water.
Yep. As soon as it gets up just a little bit higher, you'll be able to see these beds a whole lot better. Get him. It's got another big old giant one. Yeah, these things get big, man. We're gonna catch a big one for us over with here. If you'll just take this sucker and lay it on the side like that.
Yeah, I was trying to lay on the side and he was popping.
If you try to grab him and squeeze him, you ain't never gonna get him picked up. Yeah, I couldn't get that hook out of this guy without hurting him, so I just clipped it off as close as I can. We're gonna throw him in this basket right here. That lets us see too. We can check that basket and see if you got a fish don't look good. Then I'll put him in the live well back there. I don't want to leave him floating, and I also don't want to eat a bunch of them. So missed the eye on this dude. One of them I didn't cast. I wanted to try to leave you a little wiggly tips hanging off him.
Wiggly tips.
Yep. The shellcrackers, if it ain't moving, they probably ain't gonna bite it for you. They all about the twitching. Yeah, but still ain't quite got enough sun to see what's going on. I mean, I see a black spot right there. This ain't giving me a bite. Man, it might not be deep enough. There we go. Got him, man. Oh yeah, that's a good one right there, boy. Look at that dude planing in the water, man. These jokers are strong. They got such a wide body on them. When they turn sideways to you, they got it going on, man. I mean, these things, you can't hardly grab these fish. I just take my hand and put it up under them like this. Take it and put it up under him like that. And when you get him turned sideways like that, He usually quit flopping on you. We're just gonna throw him in the box and rebait the worm. Yeah, she's fishing. She's fishing some worms we got stored, and these right here, I grow them at the house, and I hadn't fed them that much this year. You can see they kind of little. Here she comes on in with a big old giant one. She gets to see how good she was on the hook set speed. Got him hooked in the top of the mouth. She got that one pretty good. And these shellcrackers, I usually are taking fish that run that hook up on there. You want these ends dangling on them. You know you got a bream when you put your finger in his mouth. So we got it tightened up. And we just sitting in bed right here, and I can't really see all of what's going on because the sun's not up yet. This is one of these sports that actually gets better after the sun gets up. You can see the beds, and the fish seem like they're more active. Oh, she's on another one over there. The sun's over there, where the sun's shining over there. She's getting bites just about as quick as she can throw it in. And I'm fishing a bed right here in the shade, and we're not getting them as quick there. She's putting a smack down on them. Got him, man. There we go. Okay. Another fish. Nice red is what we call them. I call them crackers. The big SC, Shellcracker. She got her bluegill. Man, I think this is the rod I just put down. She got her little bluegill there. There he is, guys. Whoa, man, they pulled a drag this in. And I got it fairly tight. I think we got one of these big old jaws right here. Look at that, man. Look at that guy. Look at the size of that dude. Look how thick that guy is across the back, man. Look at the thickness of that dude. He's an inch and a half thick. There he is, fella. That's a bluegill there. Not only is he a bluegill, he tried to swallow my stuff. We're gonna have to see what he's made of. Put those hemostats on him. That's a hand-sized bluegill right there. I got a little hump on his head. They get big, they get that little hump on the head. Penny, she got a whole different method. She just lets hers sit there. When bed fishing, I always move my stuff. I let that sucker sit about 2 seconds, reel it a couple of feet, let it sit a couple seconds, reel it a couple of feet. Because when you get near these fish, they gonna bite it. There he is, guys. Another nice bluegill. I think that sucker was like right about there. There he is, guys. That's a shellcracker right there for sure. He's trying to get us in the motor. Nope, that's a big old bluegill, man. That's unusual for the bluegills to be bedded out deeper than the shellcrackers. Yep, that's what it is. We're sitting right on them. It's amazing how a fish can pull that hard. All right, another piece of worm. Yeah, these things, you might be able to catch another one on that little piece right there sticking out. You just need that dangling, that piece of worm either wiggling or just dangling down. And I'm moving the line on this setup more, so it looks like it's alive anyway. There he was, missed him. Probably got the little piece of worm on. Yep, see how it's flat on there? Won't bite it. Keep missing them right there. It's hard to get them if you miss them. Yeah, I mean, we're sitting right, just about right on top of these guys. And all I'm doing is I'm fishing that little belly in that line. So I'll reel it. It hits the bottom right there. I'm just watching that little belly. I seen it jump right there. I don't know what I'm in right here, but every time I come across there, I get bit. There's a little piece of grass floating on the water right there, and I can tell where I'm at. There we go, guys. Man, what pulling action these dudes has got. That sucker turns his body sideways, and oh, you just along for the ride. Look at that nice one, boy. Yeah, dudes, I got that ether bent around there today. And I'm gonna take some of these fish with us, so they can have some fish to go home with. If I can get a hold of them. That's only one of the things bad about this boat is, sucker sits so high up in the water, it's hard to do anything with them. That's the first stop. Ain't a bad looking start, is it? Alright, I'm gonna pick some of the better ones out. We can throw them in here. Keep a count on them. these back in. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of our first spot right here. We're gonna go and hit another place. This one here it's got a lot of fish in here, but I can't see where the beds are really good because the sun's not up high enough. So we're gonna try a place where they're a little more congregated. You got somebody. What you got? Got a shellcracker. You can hold on to it. It'll be the question. Nice, man. Nice fish, man. He's catching the fish. Nice fish, guys. Undone. They all about the same size. Well, guys, I'd like to thank you for joining me here again on whiskerpigfishing. Me and Mr. Tina had a good day shellcracker fishing. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook at whiskerpigfishing. And as always, you guys have a great day and God bless.